Paul, I know you have some examples of how you can get at some of this waste as well. A practical example for builders. Why don't you take it away for us?
Well, most of us as builders, when we think of BIM, we think of it as a software of some kind to house and manage our plan collections. And it does do that. We've found, I think, a solution that I would refer to as BIM Plus, where it not only houses and it's where we maintain our plan collection, but it flows through into our marketing assets, our sales process, our purchasing process. So we'll talk a lot about that and how it affects the supply chain, and then to our construction process as well. So my presentation was a little broader than just the purchasing supply chain side of it, but I thought it'd be insightful for all of you to know the pain points that we were trying to solve when we went to this solution, and what the workflow looks like, what the customer sees, what the back office sees. So I have some slides and some videos to go through that, walk you through what we're doing.
Fantastic.
But as recently as 3 years ago, our collection lived in AutoCAD. So many of you would be familiar with that, what that means. It's static marketing assets, stock brochures, manual takeoffs, and master plan sets. Believe it or not, as recently as 2019, we were submitting for building permits off of master plan sets that we would take and hide layers and try to make it as site-specific as possible, but it was still a master set. So our goal in going to the solution that we're working now is a sales process where our marketing assets are dynamic. They change as the plans change over time. We're able to have customers visualize what they're buying in real time, and then automated takeoffs and POs and some really cool viewers that we have online and that we can do in browser mode that I'll show you, where we can actually see where all the windows and doors go in a house, and really allows for a lot of transparency with our trade partners and that just-in-time mentality that we've been talking about. And then finally, site-specific plans, where there's no more questioning, is this a reverse house or per plan? What did they pick in this bathroom? It's all on the drawings and customized to the buyer selections. So to give you a sense of what our process looked like before we made this jump, it was very disjointed. So we designed in CAD, we'd manage our options in our ERP, we'd use something like Timberline or Bluebeam for estimating, then we'd go out and order marketing assets off of those CAD resources, and then construction drawings off the CAD resources. So the goal was to go to something where we'd eliminate that disjointed look, and we'd have something that was integrated, a single source of truth from the beginning, where we design a home, we're able to visualize it, personalize it, and then move on to detailed site-specific takeoffs and construction drawings. Just as one really tangible benefit everybody in this room can understand, we can now, because again, our marketing assets are tied to the actual floor plans, we can do photorealistic renderings in 72 hours versus ordering them, reviewing them, making sure that they match the plans, because again, it used to be disjointed, plans here, drawings here, it's now all connected. So the first step in this video should start playing, yes. Sales consultant meets at the sales center with a prospect, starts selecting the floor plan that they want, then they pick the elevation. All of our homes start as a ranch. There's an option for a second story, so they can pick that here. See, they can spin the house around. You can toggle between an exterior 3D view and then a floor plan view. And on the floor plan view, as they make different options, you'll be able to see that it'll turn blue in the floor plan, so they can see what they've done to the house. And color schemes are on there as well. So next step is going to be some of the structural options that we have buyers select at contract. Again, as they select things, it turns blue, appears on that floor plan. Idea being, we want to get to the point where we have a complete contract by the time this process is done. We're able to submit for permit. We still are using a physical design studio. We also use Envision to help visualize what the design studio options look like. But for the most part, we're just doing structural options in here. Now at step 2, this is where it gets exciting, especially for the customer, really enhances their experience. After that configuration is done, they get an email where they have a link where they can view what they selected. And it's locked, so they can't go home and make changes to it, but they can share it with their friends, they can post it on social media and spin the house around again. And then they also have access to a personalized brochure. So we're trying to get away from the stock big fat envelope you hand out in the sales center, and instead they get a personalized brochure that only shows what they've selected, only shows their color scheme, their elevation, and has a list of what they selected in case they can't remember. That'll pull up in just a minute. So we didn't cheat and speed up the video, so you're seeing what it actually looks like based on internet speed. Now we're at the point we've written a contract. We're ready to start generating construction drawings, going for permit within a day or two of writing a contract. And it's as easy as this. The back office goes into the platform. They click download PDF of plan file. It's going to kind of work in the background, solve. It's grabbing all the different options that the customer selected and generating it into a plan set. But again, this is a matter of 10 to 20 seconds that it takes to do this, and you'll see it's a full set of drawings that pop up and are specific to what the buyer has selected. So this has taken our permit sets from 45 to 50 pages under the old system, now down to about 10 to 15 pages based on a different plan type. Again, all very specific, and there's even a schedule at the beginning of the document that shows how many linear feet of wall, how many windows, all those supply chain benefits that we've been talking about.
And how does it do takeoffs in that? You don't do takeoffs on individual plans, I take it. You do it kind of up front, but does the system do it automatically?
It does it automatically on a site specific. So that's what you're looking at right now. So this is the key measures viewer where you can go through, and this foundation view is particularly fun for me because we have pretty complicated foundations with different depths and thicknesses. Here you see the framing, so you can see where every stud should be. And there is a CSV file that then the purchasing manager can download that's specific to that house and has details on what type of window, how many studs, how many LVLs go into the house. So our experience, the big benefits that the entire team has seen, just the living marketing assets and that enhanced customer experience of being able to see the house built in real time in a browser setting that they can then view later. Time savings on drafting. It would take our team anywhere from 3 to 4 hours to go through and hide the layers and generate a permit set. Now it's done within 30 seconds or so. It's really however long it takes to print it. And speed to market with new home designs. Using something like BIM software is a lot faster in our experience than the old way of designing new plans. So we had some conceptuals last year in Indianapolis where we were doing some rear garage designs. And within 30 days of having the conceptuals done on that, just floor plans and elevations, we could go live with this software and start selling it because it was so much faster to draft in. And then transparent purchasing. We can provide all of our contractors with really detailed information on how many plumbing fixtures, how many windows they're going to need within the next few months because we have this capability where it's all itemized.
Do you include MEP in this, or is it just structure?
It's structure, and we do have MEP pages in there as well.
And who does the MEP design?
That's done by an outside firm, and then the software has the ability to grab the image of that plan and tag it, and then we program in the quantities that go with it. So that part is not automated.
So when you go to a plumber and you're quoting the home, you're handing them a plumbing diagram and design with a list of bill of materials that says this is what we want you to build, instead of asking them kind of how much is system.
Which, yeah, it can be challenging because
and you can just
plumbers want to do it their own
tell
way.
me to shut up at some point in time, both you guys. But this is interesting to me. Is kind of how it works?
Yeah, the pushback is they want to design their own.
Yeah, of course they do.
HVAC is the same way.
Because otherwise, I don't know what to do with my Sawzall. I can't cut through all of your truss joists. That's a big problem.
Right, that's what I want to do. I want to drill a big hole in the... Some challenges we've had, learning a new drafting language. This is different than CAD or Revit, so there's been a little bit of a learning curve. We found that it is a lot faster though, so the benefits have come already. And big one, both internally and with trade partners, is weaning them off master plan sets and brochures. And there's a lot of hesitation of that in our industry. Old habits die hard with what we do. So I get it. I like seeing big, thick master sets, and the salespeople like having 10 different brochures they can give to somebody versus sitting down and actually getting a sense of what they want and personalizing configuration for them. But that's starting to go away once they see the power of this experience and how much more efficient it makes us.
What an incredible story.